Yeah. So now my stream was playing up earlier. We are going to get back to the reading at hand, where we want to know what did he summon in that astro thingy, and then I'm going to play the astro projection um video because it all links together. It's all part of the same parcel, right? I don't know why it's my things playing up. Maybe must be, I don't know. Well, I'm sitting, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, you got a little bit of that reading, so let's see we can get the rest of the reading. Hopefully, it ain't gonna play up. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, I can start. Oops, it's freezing a lot. Like, he didn't want me to touch this now. Hopefully, it will play. Oh, it's doing that blankety blank again.
What? Right as though nobody's watching, because nobody's watching. Just
Let me see. I can put myself in. Is it be better? Let me see. So I'm going to continue from where we left off. Let's see. We can get a look on the reading. Oh, where's the cursor thing gone? It doesn't want to work for me today. Am I to give the computer a rest for a bit? No, it doesn't want to work today. No, no, I can't see the cursor now. Oh, there it is. Oh, it keeps freezing. Stop freezing.
took place? What forest ritual took place? Well, you see, because I'm on this side of the world, the forest ritual that we tend to kind of focus on, but is Cernos, god of hunt, god of the hunt. Hern. Is it Cernos? No, it's not Cernos, it's Hern. Right, hold on. It's not Cern, is it? Why did I say Cern? Hern. There's a place in London. CERN? Oh, that's the research place in Geneva. Anyway, let me go back to Hern, god of the hunt. There's a place in London called Herne Hill. It's in South London. And back in the day, in the not even the Edwardian times. I'm talking about, well, King Edward the what's his name used to run his dogs over that hill. But anyway, a long time ago, that Herne Hill used to be a place where people used to worship the god Herne, god of the hunt. He who wears the antlers and stuff like that. Cernos. Gosh, it is Cernos, isn't it? Do you know what I'm bloody talking about? Cernos. Some of you have his altar in your house. Hey, one time anyway. Yeah, he's a Cernos is a deity with the antlers, and he's got the crossed legs. A lot of you confused him with Baphomet. By the way, Cernos is outside of a movie theater in Atlanta. I'd never forgot. You know, I went to go and eat at Houston's one time, and we went past this theater in Atlanta, and there was this huge statue of Cernos there, and I thought, oh, why? He's right there. What's he doing right there in the middle of the road? Yeah. Don't know if he's still there in Buckhead. Buckhead, darling. Anywho, that's the energy that's coming up. Okay? So I don't know if Chris introduced Travis, her son, to Cernos. You know, it's kind of like a common pagan god, but very powerful if you continue to be obedient to the energy. Energy, and you continue to petition the energy and make offerings and so on and so forth. That used to be like a common energy that people would petition. A very, very common energy. I remember going to birthday parties in forests and woods, children's birthday parties. And the parents would petition Cernos before, because they said, look at this spread that we put on all this food and everything, and all this equipment that we've hired to come and bring it from yonder, from the city centre down into this forest over here, and we're going to feed all these people and all these children. Cernos, please give us back the money. Yeah. Of course, that would be at particular times of the year, but it's true. Yeah, it's smart. True. So maybe she introduced Travis to him. Maybe she introduced Travis to him, it, and it to Travis. The antlers. Fire! I'm a fire starter. Gifted fire starter. Wah! 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 Ding, 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 ding. He worshipped Cernos as well. He died the other day. Keith, what's his name from that group? Can't remember the name of the group, but they had a song called Firestarter. You must know about it. He used to worship Cernos as well. I think he had the antlers and everything. And didn't Travis have all that fire there? Fire can be very mesmerizing, you know, like that. So during the 40 minutes, that energy, a lot of communication, as above, so below. See them ones? What direction are they coming from? Up in the sky, coming down below, onto the ground where Travis is. So for sure, during those 40 minutes, Travis was petitioning Cernos and other entities. And we got quite a lot of wands there. So if somebody is praying in spirit, you know, it's a bit like if you go to a meeting, right? But you've got some things on your mind and you're not really focused on the meeting. You've got all these things in your mind, and you're like praying to your ancestors and God that they will provide this and that for you because you need this and that, and you're just not tapped in to the meeting that you're physically present in. That is the energy that's coming up, but a lot more sinister for Travis. As above.
You deserve more.
Oh, it's plain. Oh, so see, now she explains who he summoned. You see, this is why I like this lady. She explains everything because I don't even know about Sonos, but I will go look him up in it. I'll go check out who this entity is because she said it can be both bad and good and all that. So yeah, so he is left in the shits basically. He's left in the shits. The handler has him, got have him, and he he might come on unscathed. He might go high up. He might go the other way. But wait, Miss Sam has more information.
Yeah, in this reading, and sometimes usually Eight of Wands is communication. Communication from above, according to Travis, but probably not according to the rest of us. Clarification card for the Eight of Wands. Again, we got this death card that came up for the chief in the reading. It came up in the reverse in regards to whether there is a relationship between Travis and the chief of HPD, who has met him twice prior to the concert. Okay, this death card came up in the reverse. You have to watch the video, but it's come up here again. A sudden dramatic change of a spiritual nature and a transformation taking place in Travis Scott right in front of people's eyes. But of course, people were distressed. So they wouldn't even have noticed what was happening with Travis. But most certainly he was mesmerized and he would have been in a spellbound state. Meaning he's looking out into the crowd, but really he's not looking at them because he's communicating with demons, and a transformation, a rebirth, a death of one stage and a rebirth of another stage. We've already identified that he is the new king as a result of this astro world mass death event. But the transformation from Clark Kent to Superman, if I could put it that way, took place on stage. There was a spiritual costume change. You could only really see it in his eyes. But the energy needed for that to take place had to come for the souls that were being lifted at that time during those 40 minutes. If it was 38 minutes, that would give us 11. 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 coming together is 2. The focus is on one, the person, the spirit, the energy. I don't know, but let me continue reading this. For 37 minutes, after Houston police and firefighters responded to a mass casualty event at a packed Astro World rap concert where attendees were crushed against the stage on Friday evening, Travis Scott continued performing. More.
So, Travis, you see, so you was accompanied by a spirit anyway. You know, you was taken over by a spirit, whether people believes in these entities or not. Because, like, she's, I really believe, right, you was introduced to certain things by the Jenners. I really do. Honestly, I really, 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 really do. In my heart to heart, because even when I'm playing the Ross on the flipping stream, my stream never cuts. Well, the only way they cut is like whatever, bad connections, whatever, right? Now, my lady's chatting, and the first stream broke. I had to go and put it back on again. So the entity to which she talks to goes through digital as well. Okay, even though sometimes, right, it could be the laptop itself. If you are a technical person, geeky like me sometimes, right? But right, um, maybe there's something with my technical thing today. I don't even know. Or maybe because like I chose to do this because I was meant to do another stream before, but then I thought, no, let me do the Travis one, get out the way, because I want to really show the astral projection video. There's astral projection because he called the thing astro world, right? So you was obviously astro projecting upon the stage, and I really want to. There's one where a man he's explaining about astro projection. Let me see if I could find him. Or should we? Let's do a recap of what happened actually. First of all, to take the sound off so we don't get the flipping copyright. Because all this was going on, right? So she said that there was an entity with you on the stage, right? So you was already possessed before you got on the stage, from what I'm understanding from the conversation there. You see, the mouth of hell. This is a dimension. That one before is a dimension of this of magnitude because you have to open dimensions and portals to make certain things happen. You don't just call this thing by chance what it was called. It's not coincidental that you had an introverted cross on the floor of the concert. Nothing's by coincidence. Like I said, you could have probably did it to shock. You could have probably did it to like when people like Lady Gaga wear meat. It's kind of like that, isn't it? Right. So your handler was Chris Jenner because Chris Jenner, right, from Sean Davy Way's video, from my understanding, she went and she had a party straight after the concert. Okay, she was celebrating. Like I said, even on the picture with you and Kai and the daughter, she had a smirk on her face. Now, nothing's coincidental. Nothing, people. Open your eyes, open your third eye, your fourth eye, or whatever eye you're dealing with, okay? Now, that entity or whatever entity you called on or whatever you was dealing with or whatever, I believe you must have astro projected on stage at one point because you was looking at a dead body and singing towards it like it's like you came out of it a couple times and then you fell right back into it a couple times. Okay, like they said, none's coincidental. Okay, none's by chance. So we're gonna do the astro projection because you must have astro projected.
That we could transport ourselves.
We are all curious beings, and such an adventure, of course, is very tempting, particularly for the one who is relatively new on the spiritual path. So let's explore it together.
Again, we have to remember who we are. We are all spiritual beings.
So this is going to explain the astro projection, okay? Which is what he did. He astro projected to something. He did something. He went somewhere. He came back, okay? He went to a different dimension, came back, right? He was taught something about occultic arts of some sort. Even though astral projection, when you astral project, you have to be protected at all costs, because you can bring back a demon to the other side of the world, whether people care to believe it. The other side of this dimension here, right? And like I said, right, the demons and stuff, they was fed well. They were fed well, basically.
who once lived in our pure spiritual home. Here we had many skills, and one of that was that we could transport ourselves anywhere where we wanted to be just by the power of thought or intention. It would happen instantaneously. But because of our birth into a physical body here on earth, we can no longer use that skill unless we are asleep, like here. During our sleep, we are often leaving our body and venture into the spiritual spheres, mostly for further schooling and gathering spiritual knowledge, even if we don't remember that in the morning. Our soul leaves our body but stays connected via our silver cord. This projection is a natural event to assist our spiritual growth and development. Therefore, it is law-abiding, and we are totally protected during such a visit during our sleep. Things are very different when we willfully wish to project our soul out of our physical body. Yes, it is possible to initiate and force such a trip with some exercises or drugs. But if we do that, we have no protection, because this is spiritually unlawful. We are on our own. Even our guardian spirits cannot help us on such a trip. Removing our soul willfully out of our physical body can cause great damage to our aura. It could allow foreign influences and entities to enter our aura and even our body. Let's not forget, if we project ourselves out of our physical body, that body is now vacant. There is nobody at home. And a vacant body is a great attraction to any negative earthbound soul or astral being to occupy. Therefore, it is a highly dangerous undertaking. You may want to watch my special video on spirit possessions. But that's not all. We will not be attracted to any high or evolved spiritual spheres. Our still unresolved negative vibration in our soul could attract us to very low vibrating spheres. Here we can encounter negative entities that are only too eager to use us for their own purposes, like drawing energies from us and controlling us. You can compare it to walking unarmed into a really bad neighborhood at 2 o'clock in the morning. Imagine all the shady characters waiting there. Why would anybody want to do that? Just for thrills?
Of course, everybody has to make their own choice whether or not they wish to do astral projection or astral traveling. There is no necessity to explore these realms. Any place, any situation, or any body who we are meant to encounter, we will meet when the time is right. Curiosity killed the cat, as the saying goes. Astral projection and astral traveling are a dangerous form of curiosity. Thank you for watching.
So basically, he called it astral world. So I'm just showing an example of astral projection. See, it says that how, right, an entity can enter your body, like it can house your body. Spirit possession. That's what happened up at the concert. Okay. So I just wanted to put up that tarot reader so you lot can hear for yourself who he was summoning at that time and what he was doing, because he was doing a lot. He was doing a whole lot. And like I said, there was many people that is talking about what was going on stage, and they showed shadow people. Let me see. Hopefully, it's not going to play up. Let me see if I can find the video first. Let me see. Apparently, there was a jumper in the crowd, meaning a spirit jumping around in the crowd. Let's see if we can get a closer up of it. Let's see. Let's put the sound on. That would help, wouldn't it? Oh, oh, is it not working? So there was seems like there was something jumping in the crowd. If don't know whether you lot can see it. Someone was jumping in the crowd. A dark entity was jumping in the crowd. Let me see what else was going on.
L.
Somebody help him. Somebody pass it over here. Somebody pass it over here. Hold on. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Everybody back up. Okay, somebody help jump in real quick. Keep going. Somebody jump in. Come on.
The footage they don't want to show.
Hello, hello. Oh yeah, and there is footages as well where he's like he came out of whatever. See, he was able to communicate and says, "Hold up, someone just collapsed. Can you go pick him up or whatever?" So at one point, like I said, he did stop and he in certain intervals and he did actually get people help. Now, if somebody dislikes my opinion for that, but it's true. Some of the videos that is shown, some videos that I've found of him, so I'm not going straying from the point. I just would like to make this point. Some of the videos show him literally stopping and literally saying, "Can you pick up that person?" Yes, the one with him singing towards the dead body is viral. Yes, it is bad. It is. Yeah. But you have to show all points, all the way around what's going on. Because my only problem with him is that he continued to singing. He could have stopped the concert. He also summoned up a spirit, a demon, whatever the heck he summoned up as well, right? And like, it really is up to the promoters, right? I reckon they didn't want to lose money that night. That's what I reckon, in theory, right? They didn't want to lose money that night. So he had to continue singing. He wasn't allowed to stop. You know, he wasn't allowed to stop. He's a slave to the industry right now. Yeah. But he also said that he will take a couple fans with him in some interview. I have seen that interview where he said that. He said, "My blood or something blood, I'm gonna take some fans with me," or something like words to that effect, right? So he summoned who he summoned, and this was the result of it. Now he's got bodies on him. Okay, he's got bodies on him. Okay. And what I like about YouTube as well is that so many people break it down in so many different ways. People all see the same thing: the mouth of hell, the hand over the eye, right? Certain things, what the industry is doing, people see it. And they will try and mess with your videos. They will try to do whatever. They will try and get you whatever, whatever. There is a lot of videos out there, right? You have to understand, right? Some people call it conspiracy theories. In theory, yes, they can be conspiracy theories, but this literally happened in front of hundreds of people's eyes and everything. Whole stampede. They ran through the security. Somebody was jabbing somebody with jabbing people with needles, and all sorts of things was going on. The security was very lax, and to be honest, it wasn't very good security. Okay, I showed the part where people hated the guy. Some white liberals, I'm suspect, hated him or whoever they are. Okay, from America, they hate him because their children listens to music. Like with most things, Tupac went through the same, well, similar thing where they were trying to stop gangster rap and all that. Okay, like I said, everything goes in 360 degrees. Nothing's by coincidence. Okay, like I said, I was gonna do another stream on something else, and I ended up trying to do this one. So I just thought, oh, let me just do this one. As you see, I had a little bit of a fight to get what was going on because obviously when people is talking certain stuff, right, you'll get a fight to put up the stream or whatever. People, they will be out of sync, all sort of things be going on, right? Kylie Jenner, as the lady explained, is his handler. Not Kylie, is it Kylie? Kris Jenner, sorry. Kris Jenner is his handler. Okay, whether people care to believe this or not, believe whatever you want to believe. At the end of the day, we know for years the industry has been doing a lot of things. P. Diddy was doing his lot, whatever, whatever, whatever. Now that's come out, right? He's still on the download, okay? So at the end of the day, right, this whole ritual thing, what happened, because if things are symbolically put in certain places and certain way, if you put something in a certain way, certain whatever, whatever, you call the thing astro. For the word alone, astro alone, obviously it's to do with, like I will say, like when I think of astro, I think of astrology, astro protection. There's a lot of things that the astro world was involved. Even the name, the dysphoria or dysphoria, dysphoria, whatever they called it, right? That alone, right? When you read the meaning of it, it alone explains what it is because they want the perfect world, right? So to make the perfect world, a few people have to die, right? They want a few people to die, obviously. Okay, so the young souls taken, because it's always innocence they go after. A 9-year-old, I think an 8-year-old, I think a young one was on the shoulders of the dad. Okay, whether people will say no, they should not have taken the child, it was a day out. From what I can see, it was a whole park with rides, this, that, and the other. As Remy will say, this, that, and the third was there, right? It's a family day out, basically. That's what it was. It's a family day out with rides and stuff like that. The concert was just the bonus. Other players was on the stage. Nothing happened. Other players, Caesar, Master P. There's others. I don't even know who was on. I haven't looked at the thing who was there, but I heard Caesar was there and Master P was there. Okay. No, nothing happened. But Travis also have a form of causing chaos where in his concerts and stuff like that, right? Every video that I've pulled up of him, right, they talk about when he stopped for the train, the shoe, and he told the guys to beat up the guy or whatever the case may be. Like I said, his apology wasn't heartfelt. He was very cold. Even now, they're taking memes off of it all now. Okay, so when you're dealing with the spirit world and stuff like that, right? Obviously, he, like I said, he either was possessed before he was on the stage, during, right? And he probably came out of it a few times, which can happen when you're in trance. You come out of it a few times. He was coherent. He was able to tell people to move a person, right? But he still continued the concert. And they said nothing is coincidental. Okay? But like I said, there's so many other things going on in the world. Travis probably needs to put on his big boy pants, like I said previously, and deal with the thing at hand. Yeah? I don't know how old he is, but he needs to go deal with it, to be honest. Okay? If he was my son, I would tell him you have to go deal with it, you know? You have to deal with what's coming, basically. Yeah? Because you set up your whatever you like controversy, obviously, because you would never make yourself look like a demon and all this thing. And even in the on the album covers, it's telling. Okay, it's telling what was going on with you. Okay, so at the end of the day, all right, the Kardashians or whoever, Jenners, whatever the flip they called, right, they cutting themselves away from you, which is what I said previously. All right, they're taking you off of their program. They edited you out, apparently. Right. So what more can be said? So basically, we are going to just be sitting down and we're going to be watching what's going on because because you got with who you got with. All the people you got with who you got with. What now? I'm hearing the girl's pregnant and whatever, whatever. Christian is going to take care of her family because they come from that they're them type of people. It's like the mafioso people. They take care of their family. That's what they do. Okay, they take care of their family. So if you did what you did, right, you got introduced to whatever. I still think, right, from judging by what I read on the net, a brotherhood, brotherhood and stuff. You use the phoenix to enter the stage. The phoenix, like I said, it's a good and a bad side to the phoenix. Resurrection, all that. Okay? So you wanted to cause a stir, you wanted to make a name, like they all do, put on a big show, whatever, whatever. And this was the result of it. Okay. So, you know, like I said, I'm hoping I'm not going to make another video on you again because I don't really want to be making videos on Travis Scott, to be honest. Right? I just thought when I saw the stuff in the concert, I brought it forward like everybody else. We saw a lot of things going on in the concert. I don't know you from nowhere. I don't know. I don't listen to auto-tune music. I listen to mumble rap. Okay, so I am just saying you went and you played with something you should not have played with. Basically, that is what's happened here. Right? Obviously, right, you have to feel the bad before you can feel the good. Right? This is humiliation ritual going on as well at the same time. So you're being humiliated. Okay? So get with it. Okay? Grow up. Okay? So with that said, I'm gonna come off. And yes, the astro projection, you have to do on like you have to protect yourself when sleeping, whatever. People can even astro project to your place where you're living. That's happened to me too. These like somebody astro projected themselves from wherever, and they was doing Reiki over me. So I know these things happen. Okay, all right. So he obviously an entity entered him, whatever the case may be. But like I said, Auntie Sam put it well. She said he called on whatever, whatever. She spoke about the guy, the fire starter guy. He was part of it too. That's why he always wore horns on his look, on his image. Okay? So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna come off. Okay? So Travis, you have to deal with it. Right? We can't help you. You went after all them youths. All them youths in that place. You took souls. You're singing over a dead body. Come on now. Come on. Okay? You sung over a dead body as I was carrying a dead body. Very eerie. Eerie video. Every time I see it, it's very eerie. Okay? So you bring this pun yourself. You have to go deal with it, okay? All right. All right. So me, I'll come off. All right. And go fix this thing because, like, like things didn't want to play today. I don't know what's going on. But I wasn't meant to do the Travis Scott video originally. And I did it. So, I'm going to, after I finish all my lives, I'm going to take a break and just be watching other people's stuff because, yeah, it's just a lot. Yeah. So, yes. So, with that said, please leave a comment under the videos. Listen to what she said on the reading. That's why I just played that particular one because he summoned something on that stage. He summoned. Summoned is the word. Okay? Like, even the one who the like when she asked about the person who died who was standing on the stage with him, wasn't even his close friend. So he hasn't got good energy around him at all. So yeah, I'm gonna come off before I go somewhere else again. Okay. So yeah, with that said, I'll see you. Bye.